Hey guys, Tom here. Today I'm going to do an interesting little project, and it's actually going to be a bit of a spec check for you. I am going to fix the bed liner of my truck, and I'm going to use three things. If you know me, you know I love Flex Seal products, and today it's going to be different because I'm going to use all three of them. I'm going to use Flex Seal spray, Flex tape, and Flex glue. Let's get to it and see what's going on. So the bed liner in my truck, it's a factory bed liner that came with the truck. And as you can see, I got some rips in it from moving stuff around, stones, lumber, appliances, all kind of stuff go in this truck. And I've actually flipped it upside down. This is the underside of the bed liner. I just cleaned it off, got any loose stuff off of there, made sure the tear was together the way it should be so it fits back together as one piece. And then I'm just putting some flex tape on it. I cut a piece. Well, I didn't cut a piece yet, as you can see. I put a piece on there. I smoothed it out so there's no bubbles. And then I just cut it with a razor blade. I don't know if you've worked with flex tape before, but for me anyway, scissors just don't cut it. You have to use a razor blade because if you try to cut it with scissors, there's so much adhesive on there, it just kind of gums up. Now this is another section back by the back of where the tailgate would be. And on the underside, you can see there's some ribbing here, and that's right where the tear is. So I'm just taking a razor blade, and if you can see, it's very important to get the rustiest razor blade you can find in your garage or shop to do this. I tried it with a utility knife, but I have to get too flat in there, so I wasn't able to make a utility knife do what I wanted to do. So it's just a straight razor blade. And the bonus is, if you happen to cut yourself, the tetanus will get right into you because it's so rusty. Obviously just kidding, but I do have my tetanus updated. So I'm just cutting away all that ribbing so I can get a nice flat surface to put my next piece of flex tape. So I just cut a piece that fits right in there. Again, I laid it on one edge, smoothed it out as I go, and try to get it as smooth and flat as possible, holding that tear together. You can see this is not as big of a tear as the one we did previously, but I got it on there. I actually probably should have cut that little piece off, but I didn't. So it's nice and smooth, and that's the repair from the top side. And here I was actually I'm looking to see if I can open that up to get some flex glue in there. But truth be told, the flex tape held it together so well that I decided not to. I really could barely even get my thumbnail in there to try to pull it apart. So I really wasn't going to. So then I just wanted to clean it. So just to see if there was anything else I had to do. So I'm cleaning it using some solvent. This is actually just the universal solvent I'm using on here. And as we all know, that's spit. But for what I needed to do, I wasn't going in the house to get some water or whatever. This is where I did use the flex glue. There's flex tape on the back. This was an old repair I did with flex tape on the back. That's why it's white. I don't know if you can see that underneath. And then I just squirted some in there, and I got a brush, and I'm just brushing it on the joint, on one side of the joint, and there's some flex glue going underneath of the mat onto the tape, which certainly can't hurt. And I'm just spreading along the one side of the joint. I only did it on the one side. I don't really think it was necessary to do both joints. It's not like it's carpenter's glue and you're using wood. I just put a nice, even, semi-liberal coat on the one side, just with a junky old brush. I'm going to throw it away anyway. And then once I had it all on there, what you'll see me doing is I'm going to line up the joints. I have to, it's kind of like this tore almost like a scarf joint. So there was kind of like an angled overlay that you'll see that I have to tuck underneath here on the corner right here. And I just get it lined up, and I want to pull the joint together. Like I could sit here and hold it together for a couple minutes, but I decided after I cleaned off the excess tape, I'm just going to clamp it, and I'm just using some good old clamp on a roll, just a few strips of duct tape. And I put it on one side, and then I pulled it across to the other point, to the other side of the joint, just to kind of hold it together, kind of the way you do. I don't know if you cut yourself as much as I do when I'm working and you ever have to put on a butterfly, kind of how you do that. You put it on one side, pull the cut together, and then tape it down to the other side. And then I just left it for a couple minutes. So now's where I'm going to fill it in with the Flex spray. And this stuff really did just fill in those cracks and repairs great. I painted this and I'm like, I just can't do this corner. So I decided, yeah, I'm going to do the whole bed liner. I'm going to cover it all, spray the whole thing with Flex Seal. And this took me probably about a can and a half or 2 cans, and I couldn't be happier. It filled in the imperfections, the small cracks, and the tears and the repairs, and it made it look like $1,000 or $1 million, really. So this project turned out really good. I want you to see this. As it turns out, I didn't really have to use too much of the Flex glue, because when I Flex sealed the back, it kind of pulled together the rips that I had in the mat. I used it in one spot, but that's really all I needed. After I coated it with the Flex, the spray, it really filled in everything really well. And also, I was really just going to do the patches, the rips, spray them with Flex Seal, but I ended up spraying up the whole mat. Now this isn't an advertisement for Flex Seal, just telling you what I think of it. I use it on a lot of projects and I absolutely love it. A lot of times we see these TV products and we think it's just going to be kind of hokey, but Flex Seal really works great for me. I use it on a ton of stuff and I am really happy with it. So, little project. I hope it shows you that some TV products are really good. If you like this project, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to the HomeCraft Chronicles. A lot of projects just like this for you to get the most out of your home, take care of your home, and the things around your home. Your car is an important part of your home, so why not take care of it? I'll see you real soon.